read a statement because I think this is going to consume most of your attention as it has the last couple of days. This morning, the White House delivered a letter to several members of Congress on the topic of chemical weapons use in Syria. The letter, which we made available to you here shortly as soon as George gets it, we'll get it to you, states that the U.S. intelligence community assesses with some degree of varying confidence that the Syrian regime has used chemical weapons on a small scale in Syria, specifically the chemical agent sarin. As I've said, the intelligence community has been assessing information for some time on this issue, and the decision to reach this conclusion was made within the past 24 hours. And I've been in contact with senior officials in Washington today, and most recently the last couple of hours on this issue. We cannot confirm the origin of these weapons, but we do believe that any use of chemical weapons in Syria would very likely have been originated with the Assad regime. As the letter states, the President has made it clear that the use of chemical weapons or the transfer of such weapons to terrorist groups would be unacceptable. The United States has an obligation to fully investigate, including with all key partners and allies, and through the United Nations, evidence of chemical weapons use in Syria. Over the past week, I've traveled, as you all know, to 5 countries in the Middle East, all of whom have expressed concern about the deteriorating situation in Syria. And you've asked me on several occasions about chemical weapons use. As I've said, this is serious business. We need all the facts. The letter will be available as soon as George gets it to you. And as you all know, I have no more to say about this until we get the full story, as I think that will be the position of the administration. With that, glad to take your questions.
Secretary, does this cross the red line?
Well, first, I would answer your question this way. We need all the facts. We need all the information. What I've just given you is what our intelligence community has said they know. As I've also said, they're still assessing and they're still looking at what happened, who was responsible, and the other specifics that we'll need. As to a red line, my role as Secretary of Defense is to give the President options on a policy issue. That's a policy issue. And we'll be prepared to do that at such time that the President requires options.
Did you say varying degrees of confidence? Is that the phrase you used?
I did.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that we still have some uncertainties about what was used, what kind of chemical was used, where it was used, who used it.
But not if.
Well, as I said in the statement, in talking to our intelligence people here the last couple of hours, they have a reasonable amount of confidence that some amount of chemical weapons was used.
What changed?